I'm Yuri.
I'm Jakub.
And we're going for a fly. The amount of car stuff in here is so weird.
What do you say?
Cup holders?
Yeah, they're really, really shallow for a thing that flies in 3 dimensions.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Is this an e-brake?
Sometimes you got to get the bird sideways, and that's how you do it. You guys are Canadian, you know what's what.
Oh, it has a key.
Yeah, you just find like and it's weird too. My helicopter has the start button. This has like you turn it just like a normal car. It's weird. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys have never been in a helicopter before, have you?
Never in my life.
Oh, this is good.
And it's the first day we've met.
Yeah, exactly.
I know. Well,
Don't get into choppers with strangers.
We have full YouTube trust.
So we're going to get the helicopter airborne here, and a little bit later we're going to get low level with the straight pipes, but first, information explosion, which is a thing we do with our car reviews, and I figured why not do it with the helicopter too. Although now that I'm thinking about it, explosion in the description is not great before we fly.
Are we allowed to swear on this show?
It's preferable, yeah.
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 So we have a thing called Sensi, the censorship bird, and that'll take care of that.
Oh. Holy I feel uncomfortable.
This is such a weird feeling.
Sorry, 67844, say again.
Long Beach Tower, helicopter 165 Delta Alpha, Ross Aviation, request West Warlow departure with Yankee.
Departure from Ross Aviation,
Departure at my own risk, 165 Delta Alpha. Yep, I wanted to say my own, like,
Whoa. What a weird feeling.
Oh, this is Grand Theft Auto.
This is.
This is the craziest I've ever. Oh my god.
You gotta be kidding me.
Oh my god.
No, fellas, how's it going?
How is this legal?
That's what I was gonna say. This is like if you get your helicopter license, this is cheater mode for life. It just doesn't. It doesn't feel like real life. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's the sewer grade from Gone in 60 Seconds.
And Terminator.
And Los Santos.
And Ken Block.
And Grease Lightning. Right? Do you think you'd be a good police chase chopper flyer?
I think so. I'm pretty good with directions, and I think I've got a pretty good eagle eye, especially for cars. That might be the one perfect cross-section between, like, my skills.
Yeah.
It's like I know all about cars. I can identify them from a distance.
Could you catch a Hellcat from this?
No.
Okay.
I mean, with LA traffic, yeah, definitely.
This doesn't feel real. That's why I'm not like stressed out. But like,
oh, you know what? Here, let's divert over here.
Okay, this is real.
Don't do that.
Yeah, less of that.
All right, I'll tell you my camera secrets. Just keep it level. Is that a racetrack?
Yeah, it's the Porsche experience.
Wow, that's like.
Oh, cool.
I gotta film that. Sorry.
Slow it down here.
I guess you can do that.
Yeah. So the cool thing with helicopters is you can just kind of like mellow it out.
The cool thing about helicopters is everything. Yeah, oh, there's a Goodyear board! Sorry for your video of me just like touristing it up.
That's kind of the point here, man. That's totally cool.
What's that? Is that a racetrack or something?
Anything's a racetrack with a good attitude. So as long as we're up here in the helicopter, I have questions for you guys.
Hit us with it. Question and answer is our favorite.
That's a question.
What gives you the audacity to think you could be YouTube stars? Because that is a crazy idea.
It happened by mistake.
Is it true?
There is nowhere else to post car reviews online. Like, posted a Vimeo, no one's going to watch it. Facebook, you're not going to get paid. Instagram, no, you're not going to get paid either.
Yeah.
And so YouTube.
There was no intention to become stars ever.
LAX Kelly, helicopter 165 Delta Alpha, Manhattan Beach, Pier request, north transition along shoreline 150 feet or below.
November 165 Delta Alpha, LA Tower Squawk 0266, cleared through Bravo airspace via harbor correction, shoreline route north. Maintain VFR below 150 while on the Bravo, LA altimeter 3007.
Clear into the Bravo, 156 Delta Alpha. Before we get low level.
Roll down to Alpha upon landing.
Tell me about the cross-section of skills that allow you to do a successful YouTube channel.
Well, we both have the film background.
Yeah.
Like mine was more film, but Jakub did a lot of filming.
Yeah.
And then we've been our car buddies since like high school, since we first got our cars.
Is that why your chemistry is so dang tight?
Yeah, apparently we've got good chemistry. I think we just...
It's not made up. Like you can't make this up.
It just is what it is.
It's not forced. Like we've known each other forever. So yeah.
Hold at the twin stacks and report a heavy 747 departing the southbound.
Wow.
Inside. They're on roll now.
Hold on the twin stacks. We're looking for that heavy 56 Delta Alpha.
Compass 6055, wind 240 at 10.
Going this way for bird.
Nav Delray, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
So we have to hold here. We're just going to do a little
Southwest 1277 LA Tower, runway 24 right, clear to land.
turn.
5 Delta, you can start the northbound now. 747 is rotating midfield, heavy 747 report on insight.
We'll make northbound looking for that 747, 5 Delta Alpha. You guys good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
Dude, you're good at helicopters.
I'm trying to spot fish.
It's all that Grand Theft Auto.
Yo, where's the Catalina wine mixer?
Next time you guys are in town, we'll do that.
Is that a thing?
747. No, it's not a real thing, but we can make it a thing.
Yeah, 59.
Yeah, so this is where we got to like really look out for birds
Okay.
and like kites and dumb stuff like that. People flying drones.
Yeah.
Fury.
I used to be a drone pilot. That's how I got good at cameras.
We gotta look out for Casey Neistat.
So this to me is like the best. Flying helicopters low over picturesque settings like this.
This is wild.
This is super cool. Thank you so much for taking us out here.
Okay, so talk to me about quitting a real job for something as stable as you do.
Just wait for Yuri to put his phone away.
Yeah, whatever, sorry. Oh, there's a skate park, man.
Oh yeah, so this is Venice down here.
Yeah, I love this. Sorry, okay, Jacob, go for it.
I had a real office job for several years, and I did this on the side, and I basically came to the point where I ran out of vacation time to have press events and review cars.
Yeah.
So I came to a point where I wasn't making enough money from this alone, where I had to decide it was either do this now or don't do it at all. So I took the leap, and the first year was pretty rough, but we had enough saved, so it was okay. And from then on, it's been great.
It feels like a daring move to like leave the security of like a normal job.
Well, I never had a real job. So I was like a bad graphic designer, freelance, did some film industry, and then once we started doing this more, I fully committed on quitting film industry as a sign of solidarity with Jacob, even though I didn't have to.
Good man.
Both feet in.
Yeah, thanks.
Santa Monica Pier.
I gotta get a quick video of that.
Getting museum, transition to the pier with the right side of the shoreline.
Yeah, so when you're a car person, people always want to talk cars with you, but do you guys have interests that are not cars?
Do we? I feel like this has taken over my whole life.
Cars are like the biggest part. I love playing with my dog, with my wife, going to the cottage, and jet skiing, which I recently got into.
Super jealous of the jet skiing thing. We were on the same Hyundai Palisade event.
You told us there's jet skiing and I booked it right away.
Yeah, we went jet skiing.
And all I do is film car reviews, look at YouTube analytics, and play hockey on Thursdays.
You guys are on your way to 1 million subscribers. When that happens, what's next? What does success even look like?
I think success is hiring an editor.
Oh,
Yeah, being able to hire the tasks that you don't want to do, at least for us.
So in Canada, we have to pick up our own press cars. If I could get an editor to edit video and pick up press cars and bring them to my house, that'd be the dream.
What's the number one question people ask you when they meet you on the streets?
Can I have a selfie?
And do you?
Yeah, always.
It's mostly shock that they see someone in person that they see on YouTube, especially in Toronto. Like in LA, it might be different.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever see celebrities?
I saw Paul Rudd at LAX.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is interesting too because I have had people comment that I am like Paul Rudd in the automotive space. I don't see it, but enough people have said it that I'm going to just assume that's who I am.
I see it.
Do you really?
I can see what
I
you're
can see
saying.
a bit of it.
People always want selfies. Do they ask you questions?
They mostly tell us that a review helped them buy their car or that they watch reviews all the time.
So we're going to go in here.
Yeah, I'm very comfortable now. I don't feel weird at all.
You're feeling it? Okay, that's good. That's really good. It's going to be interesting when we get into my helicopter to see how you guys feel because it's like very close. We're going to be like real buddy-buddy. We'll get to see if we're proper friends now, proper IRL friends.
Like straddling on a motorcycle, but helicopter stuff.
Oh man, you guys ride?
No.
No.
You guys have too much to live for. I, on the other hand, love riding motorcycles.
Motorcycle, helicopters, you're a true wild man.
Oh yeah, you live dangerously.
We're a bunch of softies.
Yeah, what do you think is the most dangerous thing you've done in the last year?
Probably trust a stranger that we met for the first time to flash around in a helicopter.
You know, a stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet.
So Matt Watson is filming around here somewhere, so we figured we'd flex on him and show up in a helicopter.
All right, Matt Watson, welcome to America.
This is why the automotive YouTube world is so fantastic.
Okay, a little bit to the, if you keep going straight this way.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe I'm actually GPSing location coordinates to somebody that's filming while we're in a helicopter.
We're flying as a team.
Looks like somewhere around, I think, over that crest right there, I'm guessing.
Copy.
Okay, no, this part is exactly Grand Theft Auto, because like you'd find a friend on a map, and you're like, keep going, I'm just over this bend, just trying to steal a jet.
This is going to be a pretty dramatic reveal, too, if he's like right over this crest.
Is that them? Yeah, that's totally them.
It is. It's got to be. Can we stop to the side?
Okay, I'm going to slow us down here. I'm going to check for wires.
Matt, is that you? That's got to be you, Matt.
Oh, for sure, because he's got a Gladiator.
This is hilarious.
Here, I'll bring you around so you guys are on the proper side.
Oh my God.
There's Matt Watson.
I can't believe that worked. That's great.
I know, I'm thinking about it. I think the community in the YouTube world is actually the best part of being a YouTuber, especially in the automotive, because like
Everyone's so nice.
this is movie right now.
Yeah, this is so wild. Like, I never thought I would be in a helicopter with someone on YouTube, just regardless of what they're doing and everything, just in a helicopter doing this.
Yeah, so I'll cruise around here, and then we're going to go nice and low, get a good wave, say hi.
There's Matt Watson. Hey, buddy.
I can't believe that worked. Good job, everybody.
We did it. Good job. Thanks so much for doing that.
Yeah, dude. This is so fun.
How did it feel to meet Matt Watson?
You know,
Are there like helicopter guy meetups where you guys just like do like Easter egg hunts, drop some Easter eggs on top of stuff? Or...
You know what sucks about being a helicopter pilot is that there aren't that many other helicopter pilots. There's a whole community for car people, but if you love flying, there's like nobody who does it too, and then also nobody young. Helicopters and airplanes are almost exclusively just like guys in their 60s. It's expensive and it's exclusionary, and people don't know how to get into it.
So it's kind of like owning a Ferrari?
Kind of, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Which do you think has more of a potential douche factor, Ferrari ownership or aviation?
Ferrari ownership.
Yeah, because you don't have to be good at anything to have a Ferrari or to drive a Ferrari. You actually have to know how to fly a helicopter.
That makes some sense. But as a helicopter guy, of course I'd agree with that.
Yeah, I guess you have to get rich to buy a Ferrari, but I guess also a helicopter.
I'm also not going to call you a douchebag while you're flying me around.
Yeah. You guys got your dream cars.
Yes,
attainable dream cars.
Attainable dream cars.
The Prowler I thought was always cool as a kid, but like I guess since like 2.5 years ago, the more we started doing this, the more I realized like I should pick something that's attainable that I should get. Jacob, how about you, the Raptor?
I saw the Raptor jump when it launched and stuff like that, and then there was that big YouTube jump and all that stuff, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This thing actually exists? Because I'm not into trucks. I just wanted a Raptor.
But have you jumped it?
Not officially, not enough to put it on video.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a challenge then.
Oh, it's a challenge. It'll happen.
How about you? What's your dream car?
One of the first kind of super cars I ever got to drive was an Audi R8, the 5.2. That first gen R8 for me, just visually still, it's so special. It's all-wheel drive, but it's very much a rear drive car. You can drive it like an idiot. The problem I have is that whenever I think about buying a car, all I see is opportunity cost. It takes so much money to operate in the world of aviation that I think like, well, I could get an R8 or I could buy a Beechcraft Bonanza and have an airplane that cruises at 200 miles an hour.
Well, you get to drive press cars all the time, so like I understand why you would throw all your money at aviation.
Because I'm in the privileged position of driving other people's cars all the time, the notion of owning one seems like a little bit weird. But I mean, you guys drive other people's cars all the time, and
we try to just stick to press cars. We don't like driving other people's cars.
No,
like personal cars as much as we can.
So I've dabbled in the personal car stuff. Tell me, why should I not?
I mean, you could if you have good relationships and insurance, but like last thing I want to do, someone offer me their car, secretly like it's gonna blow and they're gonna blame me, and then like I gotta figure it out. Like I just want to deal with it. Companies I can deal with, people I'll feel bad.
And it's one thing to get into an accident because insurance understands accidents. Insurance doesn't understand blowing somebody's turbos.
Ooh, good point. You've given me something to think about. You know what I haven't done? I haven't hard promoted my agenda. If you guys like the fact that I'm hanging with the straight pipes in a helicopter, be sure to like and subscribe. Did I do that well? As experts in the field, how would you coach me?
Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Do you have a Patreon?
I don't have a Patreon, should I?
It's good to help stuff.
Okay.
Like when you're starting out, it helps. Yeah.
So one of the things I've learned from you guys is that you do a great job with promoting your channel in a way that doesn't feel gross. And I think that's almost like a magic trick. It's like putting people's names on boxes and coffee cups and that kind of stuff. It all feels like very like welcoming.
Well, we stick to whatever we would go with. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing an ad for Vikings on your iPhone.
Yeah.
Because like we don't play it.
Yeah, and we don't, for the record, script anything. Everything's just kind of made up as we go, and a lot of our crazy ideas just come out through drinking and stuff like that. So
yeah, that's a great take. We don't need to redo that one. Well scripted. How far from your core content can you guys go before people and you or your subscribers start to push back? Like, can you do a jet ski review?
Well, funny you
Maybe.
should mention that. Yeah, maybe. That's one that is a maybe, and we intend to review my jet skis because
Okay,
I have it, and that's an easy thing to do.
Tell me if I'm wrong, but what I've noticed is that on my channel, people really embrace the car stuff. The aviation stuff, less so. And so for me, doing this is more like, I just want to hang out with people and fly.
It's not as relatable. That's what I think it is. So like, if I was to review a jet ski or a helicopter, I would break everything down to car terms.
Okay, let's try that out. Let's do a little role playing.
Horsepower and torque.
Okay, so I want to say, and boy, I should know this number, but I'm a little bit rusty on it. We have a 6-cylinder Lycoming, and it's pumping out 225 horsepower, which is enough to take this thing up to a top speed of 130 knots, which, if you don't know, is 150 miles an hour.
And how fast can it climb from 0 to the 100 feet? Pretty fast or kind of fast?
Let's see.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Not right now,
Yeah.
in general.
You gotta give us a warning.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, we gotta do
That's fast enough.
We got to
The
do an
answer is fast
acceleration
enough.
test.
Yeah, so that was about, what was that, like, I don't know, did you time that, like 5 seconds? Was
And
that-
could you keep up with traffic on the highway if you're going forward fast?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, so then we know it's as fast as cars, and it's
Okay.
better than traffic.
Is the steering input direct?
The steering input is very direct and very light efforts, but I'm finding that there's very little feedback because of the hydraulic cyclic controls, which means I don't feel all the little subtle nuances of what's happening with the rotor system. And to be honest, I'm totally fine with that.
What is the collective and the cyclic?
Good question. So the collective, this makes the helicopter go up and down. It increases the pitch of the blades anywhere they are in their travels. The blades are going to increase pitch with this. So this
Okay,
is
so the blades spin at the same rate all the time?
Yes.
And they angle to make lift?
Yes, they
Because
make more.
Jacob just learned that today.
Oh,
I
that's-
learned a lot today.
Oh, that's great. So that's the collective. The cyclic changes pitch cyclically. Cyclically. Every single rotation, the blades are doing this. They're changing pitch. So what's crazy, you would think if I want the helicopter to go forward, the blade would be at its lowest pitch forward and its highest pitch right behind us. Because the entire rotor system functions as a gyroscope, the input is 90 degrees out of phase. So when I push forward on this, it's actually lowest pitch on the right side, and that causes the entire rotor disc to tilt forward. Helicopters are crazy.
I feel like you'd really like Jason from Engineer Explained.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
That sounds like right down his alley. Okay, but like for me, what do you have to do with the sticks to make it go that way?
Okay, so
Good phrase, Yuri.
that's a really good way to put that. So when I push forward, that's going to tilt the rotor forward.
With your hand.
Yeah, and that's going to help us go forward. But while I'm doing that, there's less thrust pushing us straight up, which means I have to pull up collective to keep at the same level.
And I know that from Grand Theft Auto.
Is there anything Grand Theft Auto can't teach us?
I don't think so.
I
Yeah.
don't think so.
So you guys would want to try and do a jet ski review. I feel like you've got a critical mass of subscribership that people will probably watch you do anything.
What about a helicopter review?
I mean, I don't know. You'd have to find somebody with a helicopter and a willingness to take you around one, but that seems crazy. So if you had to give advice, I'm going to say for anybody in the audience, but probably just for me, like if you had to give like one weird trick for being a successful YouTuber, what would it be?
Be consistent, I think.
Yeah.
Consistency is probably the biggest thing. Like, your first videos are probably going to suck. Your first 50 videos are probably going to suck, not yours, just in general. And
No offense.
eventually you just kind of clue into what works, you see what your audience likes, and you just kind of continue down that path.
But like, it's 100% the most rewarding job I've ever had.
Yeah.
And like the coolest, but it is also the most work.
Oh, hey, you know what I haven't done in a little while? If you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And here's a tip. If we reach 50,000 subs, I'm going to tell you guys a terrible dark secret about my hair. Aren't you curious? Don't you want to know what my terrible dark secret is?
Well, now I
Well,
do.
we got to get to 50,000 first.
That's a hell of a tease, though, right?
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
And at 100,000 subs, I'm going to review a windowless white van. And that's true. See you real soon, fellas. As we're approaching our destination, let me flip things around. Do you have any questions for me?
If there was one car that you wanted to review so badly, but you couldn't get it, what is it?
You know what I want? I want a Honda S660. I saw one in Japan about 1.5 years ago, and it was perfect. It was lightly modified, just a little bit lowered, right-size wheels, not excessive. It had like some Mugen stuff. It was like very light with like a silver and orange pinstripe thing, and I don't want to have to wait 25 years to bring one to America.
Yo, we have a 15-year rule in Canada, so if you come visit, we can look
Oh
for
yeah,
it.
just come up.
Oh.
Buy it there, you can store it in a garage up in Canada.
We'll take care of it for you. You can come visit. your car every time you visit us.
I played it in Canada and drive it down. It's legal.
I think we've stumbled on a scheme, fellas. You know what occurred to me is, so I've been throwing out this idea of driving people's cars who watch the channel, but I think a smart move is to throw it out to people who have airplanes and helicopters. Do you have an airplane or helicopter you'd like me to come fly? Contact me on Instagram. Future Evie has put a graphic down here.
Do you actually do that?
That is wild.
But if somebody took you for a flight, you could like take this other controls
Absolutely.
and like, that's how I like it.
So one thing we can't do here with you guys, because we're flying an R44 and there are special rules around the R44, is the patented Micah Muzio hover challenge. Manipulate one control while hovering and see if you can keep us in a box for 10 seconds. That's all you have to do. It sounds super simple.
Sounds very easy.
Very, very, very hard. So this is the kind of thing I was doing in my helicopter. So maybe next time you guys are down here, come on out. We'll do one at a time, and we'll see who's better at the hover challenge. Are you down?
As a former drone racer, I can say that this is in the bag.
How do you guys end your videos? I don't know how to end these videos.
Yeah, you gotta have a little routine.
Okay, well, give me the routine.
So let us know what you think about helicopter reviews. Should I buy a helicopter? Should he get his plane license?
The hell of a team.
And then you go for the don't forget to subscribe.
Don't forget to subscribe to his channel. Hit the notification bell on his channel.
And because I'm a giving guy, subscribe to their channel too. You probably already have, but if you haven't, be sure to subscribe to the Straight Pipes. Not only are they great at what they do, but they're such nice guys. Perhaps it's because their lives are literally in my hands right now, but...
and thanks for the ride, Micah.
Hey, thanks for flying. High five.
All right.
Okay, I'll stay away from the stage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing to that camera?
Yeah, what do you got?
For any other YouTubers or car journalists, if you can get a flight with Micah, this is the coolest thing. Reach out and do it.
You know what? Open offer. Do you want to go fly? Do you have a good reason to fly? Let me know. Hit me on Instagram, and we'll go make a video.
But you gotta have at least 1 million subs.
Get out.
Yeah. How do I open this
Beat
door?
it.
Charlie 5 Kilo Tower, and take in direction departure.
Hey!
Clapping's allowed in helicopters, right?